mean, I'm doing a car decal. The first thing I need to do is get the car washed. I know I washed my car, but still, you know, wiping it down first. So I got a new car. I mean, it's new to me, and I love this car, but I found out after I bought it that every other person in the town where I live has the exact same car. So I want to customize it. I want to make it my own. I want to make it Wind Waker. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to cut out some vinyl. I'm going to design the side of the car to make it unique and make it my own. And if you want to do this too, here's a few things you're going to need. A car. Obviously, this is the most expensive part of this project, but use one if you already have one. Vinyl, iron-on vinyl, and transfer paper. Vinyl tools, a vinyl cutter, and a spray bottle. Like a lot of my projects, the first thing that I did was to go online and find artwork that inspires me, and then head into Inkscape and start designing it out. You know, it's funny, a vinyl cutter was one of those things that I never thought I would use very much, but admittedly, I use this thing almost every day. The one that I use is this one. It's the Brother Design and Cut. I know a lot of people use Cricut, but Brother is definitely my favorite. And I'll have links to this and everything else I'm using for this project in the description down below. There's a lot of different tools you can use when you're reading. I've tried a lot over the past couple of years, but this one is definitely my favorite, the Half Moon pick. When doing transfer paper, what I like to do is place it down in the center and let it fall to either side. Come in the center, squeegee it out, and then go to the edges. So there's generally two methods to applying vinyl to something like a car. There's the dry method and a wet method. The dry method is instant adhesion, and so if you're really confident about your placement and what you're doing, go ahead and do it dry. Me personally, I'm not so confident that I can get the placement right the first time, so I'm gonna use the wet method. And the wet method basically is just taking a little bit of water with a drop of soap in it, spraying everything down, and then putting on your decal. Thank you, dogs. See, didn't get the placement right the first time. With wet method, can pull it up, do it over again. It was gonna be hard to try and fit the decal around the Grand Cherokee name, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut around it so that the name is still in front. So to try and force some of the water out of this thing, what I do is that I take my squeegee, wrap it in a towel, and then squeegee it off. Once you squeegeed out enough water and it's dry enough, you may have to let it sit, but after that you can start taking the transfer paper off. The thing about the wet method is even if you misplace some of the pieces, you can still move it around a little bit until it's completely dry. After that, it's gonna be permanent. So anytime you come across a seam like this, that's where you break out your trusty knife and just cut right down the middle. Now add dots to each of these corners so that as you're overlapping pieces, you can line up the dots, line up the splits right there, and then have it flow all the way through. And there it is. It turned out so good. I love it when projects end up looking a lot better than what I had originally envisioned. This one especially, I think it looks awesome. It looks unique. I am not gonna have any trouble anymore differentiating my car from every other car out there. If you like this project and you wanna do your own, you can follow me on Patreon. I put all the files for all my projects on there. If you like this video, subscribe. If you have thoughts about it, leave a comment. And I'll see you in my next video.